Hi vibes everyone. Today I'm guided to speak about fifth dimensional creation. So what is being in 5D? What does it mean? Does it mean that it's a place somewhere to go and live physically? No, it's not a place. It's just a state of mind. It's a state of beingness where we raise our frequency to be in 5D, and with practice continually being into that state of beingness, and then from that space then create a reality. So it's completely different than creating reality in 3D, something that I shared also in previous vlogs that I made. And basically, when you go into meditation, this is why I have been insisting to practice meditation on a daily basis, at least 15 or 20 minutes daily, first thing in the morning. If you cannot do 20 minutes or 15, start with 5 and then progressively go to 15, because this is how one learns to live in 5D state of reality. And what it is, it's about being present with everything around us, and at the same time allowing reality to flow into our experience. So the path is being shown to us, is to the self. It's not something that we push, that we try to control with our mind. It's something that we send out. We feel the vibration in 5D, living into it, and then allow it to happen. It doesn't mean that it cannot happen right away. Sometimes it takes a long time to for things to manifest, and this is because there is specific things in ourselves for in each and everyone that need to be embraced and accepted before getting into that space. So, for example, if you have been into a space of lack and limitation, or for example, you may have done it knowingly that you wanted this. Um, it's always the soul guiding the process. Either you acknowledge it or not, it's always something that happened knowingly from the soul when you go into space of lack and limitation, because basically all it is just a frequency. So when somebody is going into this space, when somebody has experienced lack of limitation, when you go into 5D state of beingness and you start to, instead of focusing on creating something that we want and feeling into the frequency of abundance, we can also go into the frequency of lack and limitation. This means that getting into that space and realizing that this was just a lesson that we wanted to go through of lack and limitation. It's a frequency, and it's very possible that for many amongst us, because of our family, friends, this has been embedded in our belief system, and then it becomes like a habit. It's a feeling, it's a frequency that we have practiced so much in our lives that it's like something that we without knowing it, keep on practicing it. So when we completely understand this is just a frequency, and we have the ability to and you accept this, then we can move forward into the frequency of abundance, because there is acceptance. So I'm inviting you vividly, if you are experiencing lack and limitation for very long period of time in your lives, to sit with it, to sit with this frequency of lack and limitation, to embrace it, and to realize that it's just a frequency. And once you embrace it, and then you can start getting into the opposite and start allowing then the frequency of abundance to flow through, and then you will start showing up. Because sometimes we want to manifest things, but then we knowingly or unknowingly we choose not to stay with the frequency of which was the reason, the vibration which was the reason of why we have created certain reality in our life. So it's about taking responsibility for our own creation, for anything that happened in our lives, everything, and then and then instead of going directly to what is that we wish to see manifest and feeling into the frequency of it, we can also feel into the frequency of what was the negative aspect. Can also be not like, can be, for example, a relation or maybe toxic relations, can be not feeling well in the body, and then embracing well-being. It can be many different things. So as we sit with this feeling and realize that it was just a frequency, this is fifth dimensional creation, and then move along, and then as we accept it, and then we will realize that we become really present in the moment. Then we start to see the opposite flowing in our reality, and this is very simple. Basically, it's so simple to do, and might be such a simple exercise to do what I'm telling you now to do, that in just this simple exercise you will experience exactly the opposite of what you have been experiencing so far. So if you have been into this journey for a pretty long time and you don't manifest what is that you wish to see manifest in your lives, this could be very possibly the reason. So I'm inviting you to do this exercise, practice this, go into this, into the frequency of what is that you know is the reason of what you have experienced in your lives. Anything of this is just a frequency. Realize that you have been practicing subconsciously this frequency. Accept it, and then move to the next, and then from that space, describe to yourself with feeling into it, how does it feel to, for example, be wealthy in life, or how does it feel to have a great partner in life? How does it feel to really feel well in my body? Okay, so all these things, practice. If you want to do all of these things together, you can do, but I invite you to do this one by one, because it's a very nice exercise to do. So it's a nice way to play also with the creation, and I'm inviting you to do this one by one for anything you wish to see manifest. If you want a beautiful house, if you didn't have a house so far, what's the reason you didn't have a house, and stay in this frequency, and then go to the opposite. Okay, so it takes practice. It's you will feel the shift right away happening inside when you sit with that and you do this exercise. And basically, I'm inviting you to, after you do this exercise, to write down. After you do the exercise, even it can be maybe in a month from now or 2 months from now, I'm inviting you to write down in comments what is that you have experienced in life, and if your manifestation starts to feel closer to what is that you wish to see in your reality. And it's basically very simple, but it's a very fun game to play, and it feels really good. And you will witness many things happen in your reality that will show you that you are coming closer to your desired, more perfected reality that you wish to experience. Much love and high vibes, everyone.